Hi, I'm Vince, also known as PleasantKenobi on the internet. I am the Magic the Gathering content creator equivalent of having to shuffle your deck when you have hands that are made out of tin fins.
Try one more time.
Okay, do you want me to stack it back up for you? No.
This is the best way to shuffle Magic cards.
Shit, I haven't been stuff because it's like ultimately my bed.
Thanks, that's
It's a sad story, a man with tin fins having to shuffle a deck like that. If you want to help this poor tin fin boy, then you too can sign up to his Patreon and give me $2 a month to be on my Discord and help support me continue to stream and make Magic content and do all of this shit. People often ask me, Vince, when are you going to do another bees video? And I'm like, random voice in my head, when are you going to fuck off? Truth be told, I was waiting for something exciting to come along that would make the Bees deck better. Something like a new variation on Blasphemous Act, or an additional copy of the Bees thing, or something like that. A week or so ago I did the Fight Club, which was Phyrexian Obliterator plus the Bees Nest, and the plan was to play those cards alongside fight effects to fight people's stuff, make bees, and make them sack stuff. That was in Modern. Something else has come along that has made me excited to play a Bees deck again. It's called Pioneer. It's Frontier, but it's not designed to sell you like gear hulks and stuff. Instead, it's to allow MTG finance people to find out about before you did and buy up all the fucking mana conferences and Aetherflux Marvels. Fuck you, MTG Finance! So this is the Bees deck in its current iteration in Pioneer.
Fuck bees!
The idea is that we are going to make good green creatures like Tireless Tracker, Corsair, and Hornet's Nest, the best green creature ever printed. We are then going to fight our opponent's stuff with Prayer Pawns or any of the 2 Domri raids that fight stuff. We have 3 copies of each Domri and 4 copies of Prayer Pawn as our removal suite. This will produce bees if the Hornet's Nest is used, and with Impact Tremors, which we've got 3 of, or the singular Permafrost, that will shoot our opponent in the face. The deck is rounded out with Elvish Mystics to accelerate our deck, once upon a time because the card's just really fucking good at finding lands and creatures, and our Planeswalker suite, which includes 3 copies of Torturous Defiance and a Chandra Awakened Inferno. We also have a Hornet Queen in here. Don't know if the deck's even good enough. It's a 22 land deck with 4 mana dorks, but it also has like 6 walkers that make mana. I don't fucking know. I just like bees. Our sideboard has got an assortment of cards to fight certain things in the format. Our sideboard has got an assortment of cards to fight certain things in the format. Our sideboard has got an assortment of cards to fight certain things in the format. Fry is good against the control decks, for example, and by force is pretty good against the affinity decks, but ultimately the most disappointing thing about the sideboard is there isn't a single fucking bee. Honestly, I might actually just add a Hornet Queen to the sideboard eventually so that we can have more bees in there. In you go, you beautiful stingy bitch. Bees? Before we get into the gameplay of us playing against one of the best decks in the format, Hardened Scales, I guess some might call it Affinity? It's the Hardened Scales deck anyway. Before we get into that, if you want to be as sexy as me and also support the channel, you can join Patreon from the link in the description below, but you can also check out this new sexy merch. This is the new PleasantKenobi merch. It is me like climbing a stack of Magic cards with a Daxon under my arm and a jar of bees in my hand and a fucking didgeridoo! These are on sale for 2 weeks total. As of this video going up, there'll be 2 and a bit weeks left to pick up a PleasantKenobi merch t-shirt. Limited edition and all that shit. No, but seriously, give me your fucking money and buy a t-shirt. Yeah, this hand will do. It's got a Mystic. What more could I want? Khan's Bastion immediately tells us there's probably some form of Hardened Scales, which is lining up to be one of the best decks in the format, and kind of like this format's affinity, basically. We'll reveal our stomping ground, get an untapped game tree, I'll make a green mana, and make an Elvish Mystic.
It's me, Elvish Mystic.
They cast Once Upon a Time, which makes me incredibly jealous because I want to cast Once Upon a Time for free. They play a forest that they found with the... Is it the one they found? It is the one they found with Once Upon a Time. They play a Steel Overseer, which we kind of expected. We slam a Forest, play a Domri, and I'm gonna fucking kill the Steel Overseer. One for warding our Elvish Mystic into the Steel Overseer. It feels pretty good, honestly. Spire Industry from them, and it's one Hangerback Walker. I call Walking Ballista Machine Gun Bastard, so do we just call this, like, Leggy Bastard? We cast the Chandra, we make an Impact Tremors. Winding Constrictor means the Hangback Walker can become a 3/3. It's a 3/3 now. Fuck. We opted to make mana off Domri, and we uptick Chandra to look at the top of our library. We hope to find a Hornet Queen, but we don't. We just find a Prayer Pawn. Double Impact Tremors into an Elvish Mystic. Well, that means we get to shoot them for 2 at least. They play a Machine Gun Bastard for 1, which means actually it's going to be 2 because of Winding Constrictor. That means I don't really have a blocker now, and they can also shoot down my Domri. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Domri is dead, and Chandra takes 2. We drew the other Domri. Can we find a creature on top of our library? We took up and find Once Upon a Time, which is fucking lame. I down-tick Chandra to kill the Winding Constrictor because, you know, fuck snakes. They cast a Steel Overseer. I feel slightly outclassed at the moment. I don't seem to be doing anything while they're doing all this fucking shit. They decide to kill my Domri and potentially the Chandra too? I'm unsure. Yeah, that seems wise. We drew the Once Upon a Time we knew was coming. That Hornet Queen would have been so good. So good. Many, many moons ago. We take the Hornet's Nest because we have no other real option there. The Corsair won't block anything for very long. It's a Winding Constrictor, meaning the Steel Overseer now puts 2 counters on each artifact creature they control, such as this Walkaback Ballista, and Walkaback Ballista, Leggy Bastard, and this Machine Gun Bastard. Fuck. Well, we're going to get to make 5 Bs, which will 10 them. So that is pretty fucking good, honestly. But will it be enough to beat the Walking Ballista? No, because it's going to be a 6/6 Walking Ballista, isn't it? Okay, we drew a Domri Raid, which is largely irrelevant because we're about to die. So let's make a Hornet's Nest. They can also kill my Hornet's Nest in response to the prey upon. In essence, the Machine Gun Bastard on that turn really fucked up the chance of us making many Bs. Oh, they let it happen. Cool. Well, okay. That's nice of them. Bees! They're now going to hit 10 damage, which actually makes it basically lethal if we play another creature next turn. They're on 2. So Domri Raid ticking up to find Elvish Mystic, for example, would be great. Or just drawing any one of our many, many creatures. Oh shit. We're just dead. Our opponent gets to put counters on with Steel Overseer and with mana, which makes the Walking Ballista pretty fucking big. A 5/5 to be precise, thanks to the Winding Constrictor making each counter go on doubled. This allows them to kill our insects and get through for near lethal damage. And then they can just finish us off with the gun. So there's the counters from the Steel Overseer. And then, yeah, they shoot a bee. Then they shoot another bee. And now they attack for lethal? Yeah. It's 12 damage on the board, plus another 3 from the Walking Ballista. They saw the line of attacking my face to kill me. And pumping the Walking Ballista. Yeah, game one could have gone better. Ultimately, we didn't draw enough creatures, is the long and short of it. I'd love to go first, Moto. Let's do this. Hornet's Nest, Bifors, Reclamation Sage. Yeah, this hand seems good. Stomping Ground tap from us. And then they Thoughtseize us. Ah. Fuck. Bifors has gone bye-bye. We found an Impact Tremors, which isn't the worst if we're curving it into a Hornet's Nest. Winding Constrictor is a very good line, considering we have Reclamation Sage in hand, because we can't kill it with our Reclamation Sage. We stick the Hornet Nest, also known as the Bee's Nest. Do you know what? Every time I make a video about Hornet Nest, and I've made quite a few now, like maybe 5 or 6, a couple of meme ones, a stream, a slow play. Yeah, I just really like this card. But every time I make videos about this card, someone tells me that Hornets aren't bees. Yes, they are. Hornets are just really fucking angry bees. Don't let science tell you otherwise. If your science is so good, why does it say that the world is round when it's so obviously flat? And it tells us that the world's basically on fire thanks to humanity's own hubris and decadence. Science is a liar. I believe in the healing power of crystals.
When we started selling healing crystals and storing them in a barn, nobody took us seriously.
I wonder why! I wonder why no one took your barn full of crystals seriously! Fuck. I bet someone's now going to comment down below, not only are bees and hornets not the same, but fuck's sake, Vince, stop getting so political. Khan's Bastion, and a Hangerback Walker for 2. I'm happy that it wasn't a Walking Ballista for 2, because then we'd lose our fucking Hornet Nest. Okay, we drew a Bifors, so I guess I'm going to Rex Sage the Hangerback Walker and use the Bifors later to kill a load of shit. Rex Sage Rex, the leggy bastard. I think I... Would I like to... I think I should. Yeah, I mean, If it's okay, is it okay with you? Yeah, is that, yeah, okay. And we ping them for 1 pew pew off the impact Tremoroo. They push my Hornet's Nest, which makes me very, very sad. Who in their right mind would push a Hornet's Nest? You have to be an absolute mad fucking lad to push a Hornet's Nest. They play another thing that I can't kill with my Biforce. Oh, they play a Still Overseer. I guess I better kill that. They don't attack for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. By God, I Biforced them. Bye, Still Overseer. But buy me a river. They attack this time. It seems like combat might be a good idea. We take 4. We draw a prey upon, which isn't terrible. We just find ourselves a nest. We trigger impact tremors and pew them for 1. We play a single degrade off the top of our library and gain a life. We know next time we draw a game trail, which isn't great. Take them to 13. Yeah, that'll show them. They play a Ruins of Orin Reef, which I didn't know was a card they played, but it makes a lot of fucking sense. We're drawing another prey upon it, which means we can, like, double prey upon our Corsair to kill a Winding Constrictor. That doesn't seem too good. We just need to draw a Hornet's Nest before they draw a Walking Ballista. Is that so much to ask? They're going to trophy my Cruffix. On the opposite of the shuffles our library, so we're not necessarily just drawing a prey upon now. We're going to take 4 here and go to 14, and then we're just going to top deck like a god, right? Like some sort of Planeswalker, perhaps, or a Nest. Or even a tracker. Should have had a land. Oh no, we drew a forest. Good. Good. I'm really glad, he says. Kinda. Not really. So Walking Ballista will enter the battlefield with 3 counters thanks to the 2 Winding Constrictors. He'll admit to activate the Ruins of Orin Reef to put 3 more counters onto a Walking Ballista. So that'll be a 6/6 Walking Ballista. The following turn they can proliferate more counters. Basically, Walking Ballista fucks us so hard. Please don't. A 3rd Winding Constrictor. Interesting. An Overgrown Tomb. Interesting. We need to get attack for 4 and go to 10. 6 mana Chandra is our best possible draw here. Found once upon a time finds us a Hornet's Nest. So I guess we just go with that. The question is, do we fight it now in case they draw a trophy? That's the real question. Tell me in the comment section below, would you prey upon a Constrictor now to make 2 bees and shoot them for 2 down to 8 and have 2 flying death-touching attackers? Or would you not bother right now? Would you hold off for a singular turn? I guess if we hold off, which I have done anyway, so it's not an if now, if they play a big thing like a Hangerback Walker, we can make a fucking lot of bees. Now let's hope it's not a Walking Ballista and that's a Hangerback Walker. It's a Stone Coil Serpent for 1 million. It's a 9/9 Stone Coil. Okay. Okay. It's now got 13 counters on it. This means they're dead to our Hornet Nest. Let's just make 13 bees. When you haven't got Blasphemous Act in the format, sometimes you've got to build your own. And that involves your opponent making a 13/13, and then you prey upon your nest into it. Making 13 motherfucking bees. Can I get some bees in the chats, boys and girls? Burls, if we place the G with a B. And yeah, pew 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 pew, motherfucker. That's what I call an unbelievable chain of events. That's right. That is belligerently beating our opponent. We have a hand of 1 mountain and a once upon. I'm going to use Once Upon a Time to find a green source. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. And then from there, yeah.
The point is, ladies and gentlemen, that greed, for lack of a better word, is good.
If this is a forest, this would be so much better because we could Once Upon a Time find a Mystic. Top 5 card has got to be a green source, right? I'm going to keep this. And we're on the draw. Stone Coil Serpent for 1. Okay. That's 1 slippery, snaky boy. There's a Stomping Grounds. So that's a start. That's a start. We still need to find a 3rd land, preferably a green mana source, for this hand to really work. So maybe I was insane for doing this, but I guess I get to kill the Steel Overseer with the Biforce next turn, so we're not in a too bad a spot. This might be a waste of a Biforce to some people, but I think killing the Steel Overseer before they untap and play a Snake or a Hardened Scales stops us from taking huge amounts of damage. The other thing is they could play a Walking Ballista for 1 and put... They play a Hangerback Walker for 1, so my My fears were correct. I didn't want them to play that and make it a 2-2. We get attacked for 1, and now we find out if we're going to get fucking punished for keeping this absolutely hideously greedy hand. Roll the music, boys. No! No! Oh, I've been hoisted by my own idiocy. Fuck! Oh, they're hitting land drops and they're casting spells. It's a second hanger back walker. Okay, we're going to hit for 1 here and they'll pump the hanger back in our end step, no doubt. Come on, Magic. Don't betray me now. Give me a land, Magic. Come on, Magic Gods. I beg you. Give me a land. Fuck! Okay. On the upside, we can by force something. But it feels awful. It feels legitimately dreadful to do this. I'm going to pop that walker now to minimise the amount of counters they can put on things. That still means we take 4 next turn, or 3 and they pump. We take 3. We go to 14, and they put a counter on hanger back and pass back, and we draw. We draw a second 2-mana spell, so it's not the worst. It's better than another 3-mana spell, I guess. They play a Walking Ballista. It comes in as a 1-1, but they can pump it to a 2-2 off the ruins of Owen Reef. Fuck. Okay. We take 3. They pump the hanger back and pass back again. We need to draw a land. We didn't draw a land. No! Come on! And we didn't draw another land. Now the thing is, we looked at 5 cards. There's only 1 land in it. Put the rest on the bottom of our library, if I remember correctly. So, surely, when we looked at now a quarter of our deck, we would find more than 2 lands. I guess we could just say the shuffle is rigged and be really upset about it, but that's obviously bollocks. We get attacked for 5. We drew our 3rd land, but it enters the battlefield tapped. So yeah, my keep was bad. There's not really much more to say about it than that. Fuck!